Ashe, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings to all beings in all realms of existence. The frequency of love. The frequency of love is the strongest frequency. The frequency of love is the strongest. Stronger than hate, even though hate has love attached. The frequency of love is the strongest frequency. Let's examine that. Let's think about that. The frequency of love is the strongest frequency in existence. It's the strongest. It's just, there's nothing stronger than love. What does that encompass? People will kill out of love. So love is very strong in that sense. People will disown their family. In the name of love. Yes, they will. I'll give you an example. If their family is at odds with their wife or their husband, if one honors holy matrimony like they should, they would disown their family. Their family is in the wrong for giving them a hard time and making it uncomfortable. Their family's removal would be their own doing, because all they have to do is be nice. You honor holy matrimony because that is a connection with God. What does it matter if your family is upset with you? You'd rather your family be upset with you than God be upset with you. It holds a different set of consequences totally. So yes. Love will cause one to disown their family. More specifically, the love of God. That's one that will always get it done. It's like, you can fight me on anything, right? But don't fight me on my connection to the divine. That is a fight that is off limits for any being in this realm or any of the other realms of existence. It's off limits. Who am I? I am a child of God. And the only thing that I can promise you is that if you attempt to disrupt me in my mission, corrective actions will be taken. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. if you attempt to disrupt me from what God has called me to do, corrective actions will be taken. And I am not allowed to interfere whatsoever, because that is the will of God and the karma that I do not wish to acquire or assist anyone with, for the fact that I must preserve all of my energies for my mission and my purpose, which requires much energy. I am what I am, and there is no favoritism in truth. There is no favoritism with truth and with beings who are responsible for bringing truth. It's absolute and unchangeable. One more time. Bismillah. Bismillah. It's absolute and unchangeable. Truth is brutal. Truth is brutal and does not cater to anyone's feelings ever. Truth don't give a fuck how you feel. Okay, that was a bit harsh, but yeah, that's what they say. Truth don't give a fuck how you feel. So get off it. When you get it, keep it moving. Act accordingly. Apply it to your everyday, because if not, you will receive karma for it after you get the knowledge. That knowledge must be applied. God only suffers fools and babies, and he might not even suffer babies, because babies are directly connected to divine. So what would even be that would not even make any type of sense. That would not even make any type of sense. Fools, yes, for they do not know. So forgive them, right? Fools, yes. Again, this is my deck. And it just kind of told me not to show you what they look like. So I don't even know how to maneuver that one, because I already did. Okay. being told it's not going to affect my readings, but to prepare for spiritual attacks, because beings in the spirit realm know who I am, and they know who I'm going to become, even though I don't know the full magnitude of that yet. So they are fighting against my future self, which I'm being told is extremely honorable to the divine, which makes him indestructible. You have to go against the divine in order to go against him. That sounds crazy coming from me because it's about me. Yeah. I'm happy with the information. And I believe it. 11:22 on the timer as I proclaimed that I believe it. I have always known that I was special. I've always known that I had a very important mission. I remember once telling my mother that I felt like I was going to be like a Martin Luther King who dies for truth, who dies trying to save others, is what I think I had said. I have always had the memory of crossing over in an attempt to save others. A couple of times I was drowning. When you are receiving communication from the divine, from God, source, you no longer need validation from any source outside of God's source. It engulfs you in a blanket of protection from other people's opinions and the status of status. So it doesn't matter if you're a peasant. If you are talking to God, you don't care, because there is nothing more valuable or more certain than the connection with God's source, the great divine. There is no drug that's going to produce a better high than that of a connection with God's source. A connection of back and forth communication. A connection of obvious communication. a connection with proof of undeniability, with proof of miracles, with proof of prophecy, all things that would be impossible without the presence of God. So it makes it undeniable. Okay, you say that you don't believe this. You say you don't believe I this. You don't believe I that. But if I produce a written copy of a dream that I recorded, right? And then I produce you with documentation verifying an occurrence that I stated, basically that verifies the occurrence of the dream, legitimizing the prophecy, then there's nothing that you can, it doesn't matter what you say out of your mouth. Your opinions do not alter reality. Your belief does not alter reality. So just because you believe that I am not divinely connected doesn't mean that I am not divinely connected. Your belief means absolutely nothing. And on top of that, when I produce proof, however, the need or the urge for me to produce proof is void. There is none. I intend to prove nothing to anyone. I don't need to, because my purpose for presenting these truths are to present the truths. It's not for me to care if you think I'm telling the truth or not. God told me, all shall be revealed in due time. All shall be revealed in due time. All shall be revealed in due time. That is all I need. I don't care if you believe me. God told me that's all I need. God told me what's going on. So you can speculate all you like. You can speculate all you like. You can spell cast all you like. I would not advise it. It never reaches me successfully. And it is always returned to sender with or without my consent. The beings that are protecting me are protecting my DNA, my genetic makeup, my bloodline, my royal bloodline. So they go above and beyond as far as protecting me, because they're protecting their own existence. They're protecting their own existence. They're protecting the royal bloodline of them and their ancestors. They're protecting the ancient culture of them and their ancestors. So the efforts are as if they were protecting themselves. Because in essence, they are. They're protecting their existence or the continuation of it, which is their existence. As long as your bloodline has someone in the simulation, then you sustain a connection to the simulation. As long as someone in your bloodline is still inside of the simulation, then you sustain a connection to the simulation, because the existence of your bloodline is the existence of you. The existence of your bloodline is the existence of you. Yes. 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 It's all connected. You're connected. Without you, it wouldn't have been the next. Without the next, it wouldn't have been the next. But you're connected somewhere in there, which makes you everyone is equally as important. But it provides your ancestors with access to your experience, which is it's like taking a video or a picture. Like, it's not going to be as good as the original, meaning it's not going to be as good as when they were in existence, as when they were on this plane of existence. But it's still going to be like an artificial version of that, and they still get great enjoyment out of the experience. So they're privileged. They're honored to have it. And they, what's the word? They admire. They admire the fact that you get to have the experience. And that promotes them to want to see you win. So they help you win, because you winning is them winning. Because you're a part of their bloodline. So when you win, they win. So they assist you in every way, shape, form of possible. And when you acknowledge their existence, they turn up the volume on the communication. They help you more. They help you more when you acknowledge the fact that they are helping you. When you acknowledge the fact that your ancestors are helping you, they help you more, because that is honoring their existence. So they turn up. They turn up for you. When you make a claim knowing that everybody gonna think you crazy, they honor the fact that you are defending their existence. They honor that with assistance, direction, ideas, $1 million idea here. I mean, they protect you. But again, I reiterate, they're actually protecting themselves simultaneously because they are protecting the bloodline, which is protecting them. They are honoring the bloodline, which is honoring them. It's like this. You played on a team, right? It don't matter how long ago you played on that team. You're going to root for them. Every time you see them playing, you're going to root for them. You're going to try to help them out whenever you get the chance. Shout out to the Cleveland Warriors. Cleveland, Ohio. We got it in. And I love all of y'all. All of y'all. We've been through a lot. Shout out to Leonard Duncan. I love you. I love you all. Sincerely, unconditionally, and forever. You are my reflection, and I am yours. This acknowledgement is the most flattering thing that any living being can express to another living being. Especially when you love yourself as much as I do. Because not to do so would be blasphemy. Essentially, depression is blasphemy. Your faith in God protects you from depression. Depression is not possible when you have faith in God. Depression is not possible when you have faith in God. Because you know everything's going to be all right no matter what. The sky might fall, but I ain't worried at all. I think that's Kid Cudi. The sky might fall, and I'm not worried at all. Come on. Yeah. The sky might fall. This deck is a conscious being. Just so y'all all understand that. Let me repeat that. The tarot deck, if properly produced, is a conscious being. This is why you must get to know it. Not him. But this is why you must get to know the being of tarot. They have their own personality. I know. I hear y'all. This nigga done lost his rabbit ass mind You ain't got to be that mean about it, first of all. But I assure you, I have not. It's easy to make these claims when you have been told by the divine that it is so. It is my spiritual duty to follow directions from my spirit and from the great divine without question. That means no matter how extravagant or how unpopular the information that is asked, that is told. No offense, I didn't mean it like that. That is being told to be said. There's no restrictions. It's naked, undeniable truth that caters to no one's nothing. Wow. It is naked, undeniable truth that caters to no one's nothing. It don't matter. Truth is godly. So it's protected in the spirit realm. Let me give you an example. God tells you to reveal a truth to a group of people, either a small group of people or a large group of people, or to as many people as you possibly can, whatever God has told you. But God tells you to deliver a truth. You deliver this truth. The truth, someone can't handle the truth correctly, and so they go off and they do something out of character and outside of God, right? Something that is of sin in nature. That's a different podcast, they just said. So I don't know if you just saw that, but I said of sin in nature. And then they said that's a whole totally different podcast. I get the sense that sin is not what it has been presented to be, if it is even a such thing. of it, because the lower vibrations, like I said, are also God. So in essence, it removes the existence of the devil, which really glitches people out. People are probably more comfortable with you proclaiming that God doesn't even exist. Yeah. Yeah. But when you say that God energy is everything, including what religions describe as demonic energy or devil energy, then you lose an entire dimension. It's like you drop you really losing people when you do that. That's ancient information, which is a ancient understanding. Religion is the total opposite of that understanding and conceptual reality. It was created to do that. I'm sure people were probably spiritually confused in a sense that they didn't really care which side of the chakra spectrum their praise for God ended up on. Like some people probably went extremely dark, and that was godly. I know I'm getting away from, I'm going over astaghfirullah. I did not mean that to say that there was no one who's watching this video who is of spiritual awareness enough to understand what I'm saying. That was not what I was attempting to proclaim, even though it was. Okay. So I'm correcting the initial claim, because that is what I thought initially. Maybe I'm losing them. But it's a simplistic, complex understanding, which is what God is. It is the most complicated, simplistic energy in existence. That's kind of how you recognize it. That's its signature. Simplistic complexity. Simplistic complexity is the signature of God. Who says that? I'm channeling horror right now, y'all. That ain't really sound right. It sounded weird in my head. It sounded okay when I said it out loud. But I'm not trying to brag. To God be the glory. What I am saying is, God has given me the ability to channel, and I am channeling very hard tonight or this morning. Right now, it's just eyes roll into the back of the head and we gone. It's a heavenly feeling. It is a majestically heavenly feeling. I'm just honored. I am not hot shit. They want me to make sure that y'all know that I am not hot shit. There's nothing special about me. All beings can tap into these abilities and exercise to make them stronger. Certain stuff you got to do. Why is it that magicians don't want to share their magic? Maybe that's a complex. Maybe that's a complex. However, they don't want me to give y'all that one. I wonder why. It was a secret. I was about to tell y'all about me and what be making me stronger, and they took it. I had it, and then when I asked, why do magicians not like to share their secrets, they grabbed it and ran with it. Oh, I found it. Yes, I found it. So, one thing that helps for sure. Semen retention. What does that mean? Exactly what it says. No release of any kind, ever. Don't get scared. Nymphomaniacs, I don't know. Maybe y'all might not be able to pull it off. But after a while, you stop missing it. And you value the abilities over any sexual encounter with any being whatsoever. God's love and God's direction is perfection, and it has nothing on this plane of existence that could possibly compete with the feeling. Nothing. Nothing compares to God's love. Not all the money in the world, not the prettiest woman in the world. When you receive God's love, sexual desire becomes a tool. It's not even like the lust thing. I pray for my lust to leave, but it's like I will engage in sexual relations when I am attempting to create another life. Outside of that, I have absolutely no desire for sexual relations with anyone. It can be beautiful. I see beautiful people all of the time. It doesn't matter. That's not why I'm here. That's not why I came. I didn't come to Earth to be a lover boy. I have a specific mission that I am going to carry out. And it's got nothing to do with that form of love. It's got everything to do with unconditional, sincere, everlasting love. That is the love of God. And when you express that to others, you are shining the light of God upon them. This is why people are attracted to you. It's not you that they are actually attracted to. They are actually attracted to the light of God that shines from within you outward when you express sincere, unconditional, everlasting love, because that is an attribute of God. And not an easy feat to accomplish by any measure in any realm of existence. Okay. So, I'm being told to take a break, a short break. Go get some cereal and go outside and smoke. And then I'll be back. I love you. Sincerely, unconditionally, everlasting.